Who doesn't know about the Tata Group? In India, either we might have been using one of their products, or someone we know or we ourselves might have been working with one of the Tata companies. There's hardly any Indian whose life is in one way or other not influenced or affected by the Tata Group in some way or the other. But do we really know about the Tata Group? Well, yes, it is one of India's oldest and one of the biggest business conglomerates, but there are many stories, fascinating stories about the Tata Group which are waiting to be untold. Mr. Harish Bhatt, the current brand custodian of Tata Sons, has spent 40 beautiful, timeless stories about the Tata Group. Let's discover the Tatas today. Keep watching. Hello everyone, welcome once again to Books Wale Bhaiya. I'm Abhishek. Today we'll talk about the Tata Group through this beautifully written 40 stories by Mr. Harish Bhatt, who is the brand custodian of Tata Sons. These are timeless tales which gives us a lot of fascinating, interesting information about the Tata Group. I will not be able to discuss about all 40 stories, so I have handpicked some stories which I loved the most, though I believe all 40 stories are very beautifully written and deserve to be widely read. The first story is about Jamsetji and Nusarwanji Tata, the founder of the Tata Group, and Swami Vivekanand. Well, these two leaders, I would say, met. One was a spiritual leader, one was a business leader. They met on a ship when Swami Vivekanand was traveling to Chicago to deliver his address at the Parliament of Religions. They met, they compared notes, and while Jamsetji Tata was influenced by Swami Vivekanand's asceticism and his spirituality, his spiritual views, Swami Vivekanand, on the other hand, was happy to know about the Tata's vision to start a College of Science, the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. He also liked Tata's plan to send Indian students abroad for scholarship to gain higher education. Unfortunately, none of them could survive to see the Indian Institute of Science being built in Bangalore, but that did form a relation between the two, and it showed how the Tatas, who despite being in business, had some sort of spiritual inclination. The other story is also related in some way to science and technology. We all know about Kalpana Chawla, the Indian origin astronaut who unfortunately passed away at the age of about 40 when her space shuttle collapsed. However, do you know that Kalpana Chawla also had some kind of relation with the Tata Group? She was impressed by Mr. J.R.D. Tata's flight in 1982, which he took from Mumbai to Karachi to mark 50 years of Indian aviation, as Mr. Tata himself had piloted that flight. She kept that picture with her when she traveled to the US, when she traveled to the space. And Mr. J.R.D. Tata, being able to fly a plane and to travel, she was influenced by that and took as a source of inspiration. And this picture which Kalpana Chawla kept is still there in the Tata Museum in Pune. Talking of aviation, another interesting story about Tatas is that we all know they are the first ones to start commercial aviation in India. The Indian Airlines, which we know today, the Air India, was actually started by the Tatas. It was started through the vision of Mr. J.R.D. Tata and a British citizen, Mr. Neville Vincent. They both faced a lot of challenges getting approvals to start this airline, but well, they did not give up, and India finally saw the first commercial flight in 1932 from Karachi to Mumbai. It was piloted by none other than Mr. J.R.D. Tata himself, and that actually marked the beginning of commercial operations of airlines in India. There are many other stories. One of them which I like the most, I can say, is about the Empress Mills run by Tatas in Nagpur more than about 120 years back. Well, today the human resource development, human resource management, or employee engagement, these are buzzwords often talked about, but the Tatas had a sense of all this about 120 years back. When they started this mill in Nagpur, they had a provision of creche for the employees so that their kids could stay there while the parents work. They had the provision of provident fund and pension fund, and they were the first company in India to do so. And imagine, all this happened more than 100 years ago. The concern for employees is widely reflected in many of their other businesses. For example, in the Sumo project, the Tata Sumo car which was launched, when it was started, the factory, they devoted a large area for the environment, which served as a forest and other green area. When they started Titan company, their factory in Hosur in Karnataka, They made sure that the employees are well taken care of. There are so many interesting things other than this to know. For example, do you know that it was Tata's who made possible the Indian players playing in the Olympics? Again, this happened about 100 years back, and when they themselves ensured that Indian players also participate in the Olympics, and that actually started Indian players started getting started with the Olympics, and later on they moved into Olympics with the government support. But well, it was all started by Tata. We all know of the Kohinoor diamond, but do we know there was another diamond called the Jubilee diamond, which was twice the size of Kohinoor and which was one owned by the Tatas, and they had to sell it once to for some charitable purposes. Other than this, there are one very fascinating story which I liked is about the Titan watches. Well, the world is in awe of Swiss watches, isn't it? But do you know that the slimmest watch in the world is made by Tata? It's made by the Titan Group. It's known as Titan Edge. Well, they approached Swiss companies to collaborate for this project, but the Swiss companies were not interested in associating with an Indian brand. Tatas did not give up. They worked hard and they finally came up with an engineering marvel as the slimmest watch in the universe, a feat which even the Swiss watch companies have not achieved yet. As I said, a lot of fascinating stories, some business related, some not business related, some which actually show the humanitarian way or humanitarian concern of the Tata Group. Read all these 40 stories. I'm sure you will fall in love with them, whether or not you are into reading about businesses or not, because we cannot look at them from the point of view of business. These are timeless tales about many things it covers and not just business. I think Harish Bhatt has done a great job in penning down all these stories. The only thing wrong I found about this book is that these are only 40 stories. I really wish that he writes more stories. Tatas are already known as, are already considered among one of the most respectable business groups in India. I am sure after reading this book, the respect for Tata Group will increase manifold. Thank you for watching my video. If you think I did a good job, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more updates. The Amazon link to buy this book is given right below in the box, and please note if you buy using that link, I will be entitled to a small commission. Thank you very much.